stairs this morning, I had to take a moment and just stop and stare at all of our hard work. Our front room is so bright with the sun shining in. We've got quite a bit of drywall up. I just couldn't believe it. I just had to stand here and look at it. I'm not trying to be sappy, but after looking at bare studs and insulation for so long, the first thing I come down the stairs and here I see a room that's finally coming together. I just had to take a moment to reflect a little bit. So stick around and I will show you what we found in the walls when we demoed, and also what we're planning to leave in the walls for the next people. Hopefully 100 years from now would be fun to find. So now that we are doing the drywall and closing up the walls and covering up all the studs, we thought it would be fun to go over everything that we found in the walls when we started to demo. So my daughter Vera here is going to help us remember everything that we found in the walls when we demoed. What's the first thing?
The bats.
Oh, the bats. Let me tell you about those bats, okay? So when we moved in July of 2014, the renters, because our house was a rental before, said they may or may not have seen about 3 or 4 bats. No big deal, right? That's what was on the inspection. So we were sitting out back after we moved in one evening and saw about 40 bats. It was a lot. And you could hear them in the ceiling. They never made it all the way into the house, but it was between like the decking and the ceiling, so they never really made it all the way into the house, but you could hear them. And apparently they'd been there a while. So we looked up how to get rid of these bats, and unfortunately, they're a protected species. So we had to wait until in August, September, that's about the time frame that they migrate. So that's good news. We waited until about October, November to make sure that they were completely gone. And then you remember when Dad ripped off that whole roof and all that guano? It was so gross. It covered the entire like insulation, everything. It was gross. So that was the very first project we did. But yes, we found bats. What else?
The beehive in the vestibule.
Oh, that was our next project after that. Yeah. So that was our very first project of taking down the plaster and lath. So we got a good taste of how messy it would be. And sure enough, we found a big beehive. And fortunately, it wasn't active. It was very old. So we lucked out there, but that was kind of cool to find.
Trying to think. We also found a checkbook.
Oh, an old checkbook. And it was totally like early 1900s, you could tell. Only because I'm wondering if it was like a rental, like way back when, because the check was written like the side part where you record like what each check was written for. They were writing $25 checks for rent. So that is wild for this house, $25. That's what I'm assuming it was for, because that's how they recorded it. It was kind of cool. What else?
We also found quite a few broken medicine bottles.
Oh, those medicine bottles. That was really cool. When we were ripping down the ceiling, all of a sudden all these bottles started falling out of the ceiling. So it wasn't our fault that they were broken. They were broken beforehand, but when we got them out, they were really old, and they had like what each bottle was kind of engraved in the glass. I don't know exactly how they did it, but it was so cool, and I'm so mad that they were broken, because we would have totally kept those and displayed them in our house, because it was pretty neat.
We also found baby shoes.
Baby shoes, yeah, that was cool. They were like little baby boy shoes or something, but they were very vintage looking.
I read somewhere that like baby shoes were like used to protect a house from ghosts. It was pretty cool.
Oh, so maybe that's why they put them in the walls. That's pretty neat.
We also found, who are those kids on the poster?
Oh, so okay. I'm thinking that our attic probably wasn't finished until like 70s, 80s, 90s, somewhere in there, because we found a New Kids on the Block poster. It was so neat. That Vera and my other daughter Evelyn were like, Mom, who are these boys? I'm like, you don't know the New Kids on the Block? I'm a total fan. Yeah, it was pretty cool.
We also found that animal camera, the 1970s Fisher Price.
Oh, the Fisher Price camera. Yeah, you know, the one where you hold up and you can click it and it switches the image. It has a little block on top. So that was pretty neat. I'm guessing like 70s, 80s. Again, I don't think they finished the attic until later, so maybe that's just where all their storage was, and a few things probably fell out of their boxes. So
we also found a window in the attic, the round one.
oh, that's right, the round attic window. It was the original window. So I guess when they renovated the attic, they just left it up there behind a wall or something, like in the ceiling when we tore it down. So that was pretty cool. But one thing that I think that everybody is dying to know, did we or did we not find any money in the walls? Unfortunately, no. We didn't find any money. But the cool thing is the people across the street from us demoed a whole wall and they found a World War I sword. It was so cool. Amazing. I can't imagine tearing down that wall and finding that. That was pretty cool.
That'd be cool.
Yeah. So we thought it would be kind of cool if maybe we left a few things in the walls for the next people to find. So the first thing, and if you guys have any ideas of what we should leave in the walls, in addition to what we're doing, we're totally open to suggestions. So this is just kind of what we came up real quick. So any suggestions, give them to us.
Yeah.
So the first thing is, since we found medicine bottles, maybe we'd leave kind of a unique bottle. And this is just a spice bottle. I mean, it's just clear, something of our time, maybe they'd find neat. I don't know. So there's that. And then another thing that we thought would be kind of cool is maybe some utility bills. So then they would know kind of how much our utilities were, just to give them some idea of prices. I don't know. So thought that would be kind of neat. We also thought that maybe we would leave them a picture of us of when we bought the house. So then they could see our family. We thought that would be kind of neat. And of course we thought we'd maybe write them a letter just to tell them what we've done to the house, and we hope that they're enjoying it as much as they are. And then lastly, we're gonna leave them something that we wish we would have found. Some big fat cash, yeah. And maybe some coins. You know, maybe they would find that fun. You know, it's not gonna be a lot, but just to be exciting. I don't know. So if there's anything else that you think that we should add, we're trying to think of like a cool toy or something that we could leave in the walls, but I can't really think of anything.
Doubt Ed would let us use any of our Barbies.
Yeah, probably not. But if we could talk her into a Barbie, that would be kind of cool. So yeah, I think that's it.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. And don't forget to hit that notification button and give us a big thumbs up.
Why is it weird?
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. That's my part.